off big time and late in the season.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Hurley. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get really quickly who's legit.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Flushed out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
With jet sweep pass. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. A third down try for the offense. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Comes out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snags it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense drags him down.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Georgia.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Give to the back. No, he just flat ran over it. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here.
29, Phil. Lasso. Lasso. Ready, go.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
North Carolina.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4.
Green 25. Convoy.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
42.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pena. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Set, go.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal.
Timber. Spire. Go. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now on the option. Nifty little dance step. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets rid of it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Hurley. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Going up top on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
325.
Quarterback will audible.
Hornet. Gaucho.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Griffin. Squirrel. Griffin.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Lost one deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Tuna. Lion. Ready, go.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5.
Timber. Set. Hut. Go. Ready, go.
He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. Carolina 21, Georgia 17.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touch pass on the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut it.
They'll go right back to it. Plows through the defense. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the double.
Line getting set on second down.
3 and 25. Ready, go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Ready?
They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. Two
Receivers
down.
telling the quarterback what they see.
Go over. Dino. Under.
Looking to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pilot. Spider.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That penalty helps some, but it's still third and long.
In blue. Reload. Let go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Go.
He's going to pass on second down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Ready up.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Bulldogs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Third and goal coming up here.
Lasso. And go.
Trying play action. into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 28. Georgia, 17.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina, 28. Georgia, 17.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Out 55 weak. Black 24.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll run the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good after the miss. Still an 11-point game, guys.
That keeps the score. North Carolina, 28. Georgia, 17.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Handoff from the gun. Bulls his way forward. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go.
He's off to the races. He's at the into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They feed him again. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Running toward the tape. At the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Hurley. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. The give and tick, 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 tick. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues